Hi, I'm Stevie. Welcome to our review of the Able Carry Max backpack. Here at Nomads Nation, we've been reviewing EDC and travel gear for 7 years. In this video, I'll show you everything you need to know about the Able Carry Max backpack. We're going to pack out the bag, check its advertised capacity, and I'll give you my honest pros and cons and overall score. But if you're not sure if the Able Carry Max is for you, stick around until the end of the video because I'll be making 2 alternative suggestions that are similar to the bag. Let's dive in. Let's talk about the gist of the Able Carry Max. Now, Able Carry is a Hong Kong-based brand that's known for making clean, well-built bags that prioritize a comfortable carry and a very streamlined look. It's well loved in the carry community, which being Hong Kong born makes me very proud. The Able Carry Max backpack comes in a 30-liter version and a 32-liter version, which is this one we have over here. I think it's a little too big for EDC, even for me, but it doesn't really look that bulky because it has a very streamlined structure. It is great as a do-it-all bag for EDC and travel, and I've loved using it because I haven't really run into issues with space, which is rare for me. Let me run you through some of the top features of the bag. You have a zip over here that lets you expand the bag from 30 liters to 32 liters. I've only had to use the expansion feature once. It has a very comfortable, well-ventilated back and very cushy straps, plus a luggage pass-through over here. And it has a good number of pockets with a water bottle pocket on the side over here, another side pocket over here, plus a side carry handle, and a large, generous front pocket. It's advertised as 30 liters, but we'll double check that. Now we have the bag all packed out. When it's packed out, the bag has a height of around 20 inches, a width of around 13 inches, and a depth of 8 inches. Do keep in mind that this bag is expandable, but we're taking these measurements when it's unexpanded. Unexpanded, the main compartment is 30 liters right on the dot, as you can see over here. And we didn't actually fill out the other pockets. And the bag was not expanded when we tested its volume. So all that considered, I think it's safe to say the bag is 32 liters. Now the brand claims that the bag weighs 4.1 pounds. We're gonna check that. Scale number 1 reads 3.9 pounds. And on scale number 2, we have around 4 pounds. As of recording, the 32 liter comes in 1 color and 2 fabric option. And this one we have here is the VX21 X-Pack version. And this is the bag when it's fully packed out and worn on the Nomads Nation team. Able Carry products come with a lifetime warranty, and the Max 32 liter currently retails for $280 to $300 US on their website. If at any point in this review you're thinking of making a purchase, we recommend doing so with the first link in the description. That link makes sure you get the best price, and we oftentimes have discount codes. Let's talk about the front of the Able Carry Max backpack. It has a very minimal aesthetic with very low-key branding, just a tag over here, and then you also have another tag over here. I think it's a little too gray man for my style, but if you're into the tech minimalist look, I think it's perfect. You have Able Carry's signature curves and a very generous front pocket over here. The main zippers are all racket coil YKK, with the exception of the tech compartment, which is nicely aqua guarded. As you can see, the water just beads up like that. I do like X-Pack, but only when it's new, because when it gets old, the X's just pop up. I don't know. They become more three-dimensional. I don't know how to describe it. The front pocket over here has a rain flap over the zipper for extra weather protection. As you can see, the front pocket has a pretty generous capacity. These pleats give the front pocket its own volume. Now let me show you how I've been packing out the front pocket. So in here I store my tier 2 and tier 3 pouches, which are just items I reach for often, such as my tissues, cosmetics case, dump pocket case, which is also by Able Carry, an umbrella, and another pouch. The front pocket actually comes with plenty of slip pockets, but I never use them because they're annoying. And I always switch in and out of bags, so it's easy to forget things in them. Now, some people might find the interior a bit too dark, but because everything I have are in pouches, so it's just easy to reach for a pouch. Overall, when it comes to the front pocket, I love it. It's really spacious, it fits all my pouches with no issues. Let's talk about the middle of the Able Carry Max. You have 2 side pockets, a smaller one on the side over here, We also have a detachable key leash attached. And there's also a side handle over here. I put my tripod in here, but I don't really use key leashes because I just find it really impossible to swing a whole backpack around just to reach for my keys. On the same side, you have a grab handle over here, which is great for if you want to quickly pick up your bag. I do appreciate a nice side handle because it just offers extra leverage for when I'm packing out the bag. And on the other side, you have the water bottle compartment, which fits my 16-ounce Yeti perfectly. And here's a 1-liter Yeti. I love this side water bottle pocket because you never have to worry about your water bottle just falling out. It does eat into the main compartment a little bit, but I didn't find it to be too big a problem because the bag is just so huge. Now let's pack out the main compartment. The interior is a 420D ripstop nylon, which feels very nice, very premium. The main compartment opens full clamshell, which is perfect for packing out when you're traveling. You can see here the water bottle eats into the main compartment, but we still have a lot of room here to work with. On the front panel, you have 2 zippered pockets, mesh pocket here, which gets kind of tight if you have the front pocket packed out, and a smaller dump pocket over here. And on the side over here, you have a stretchy pocket, which is great for storing some valuables. I haven't had to use it. Because I'm a pouch person, I don't really use a lot of internal pockets, but what I did use was this one over here for my business cards. And then everything else I just dump in the main compartment. Able carry lunch bag, my tier 4 pouch, a down jacket, and finally my tier 1. As you can see, there's still a lot of room left for an extra pair of shoes or extra clothes. As you can see, I've got all my shit in here and there's still a lot of room. And the bag isn't even expanded yet. So imagine how much it can carry when it is. So I've been using this as an EDC bag, but you can definitely use it as a travel bag, and we're gonna show you how. So this is how you might wanna pack it out for travel. You can fit a large packing cube at the bottom, a couple smaller ones on the top like that. There's still space. Even without expanding the bag, a pair of shoes can still fit. And if you need the extra 2 liters, you can just expand the bag like that. Now, even when the bag is packed out, Able Carry signature A-frame prevents the bag from sagging. So it never feels overwhelmingly bulky and it never really loses its shape. And also check out the 1000D Cordura base you have over here, which makes the bag extra abrasion resistant. So you don't have to worry about it when you put it on the ground. Lastly, does the bag self-stand? Nope. It doesn't. But this is a common thing for Able Carry. None of their bags self-stand. To me, it's not a big issue. Let's talk about the back of the Able Carry Max backpack. Now, I find this 1000D Cordura fabric choice pretty interesting because it's been known to cause pilling on some fabrics like merino wool, although I haven't had that issue. But that's something to note. Now, some bag makers like GoRuck have even switched from 1000D Cordura to other materials because of that issue. Now, that said, 1000D Cordura offers a more rigid structure, which is what you would probably want for a tech compartment. On here, you have a very well-ventilated back panel. There's a ventilation channel right in the middle with a luggage pass-through right over here. The straps are very nice and plush. Believe it or not, I've actually done a little bit of rucking with this bag and it was decently breathable. You have, on the straps, you also have a removable sternum strap that's magnetic. And there's also a loop over here that you can use to hang something like a hero clip on, so you can suspend the bag off the floor like that. At the top here, you have a quick access pocket that you could use for things like your passport, but it's not really quick access because it's kind of hard to get into, as you can see, especially when the bag is packed out. And then we have the tech compartment. You have a YKK AquaGuard zipper. Oh, it doesn't go all the way down. The tech compartment doesn't open up fully, as you can see here, but that's okay because it just makes sure your tech doesn't fall out accidentally. You have a suspended laptop compartment that fits up to a 17-inch laptop. And we have a 17-inch laptop here. Fits perfectly with room to spare at the top. You also have a built-in tech pouch with slip pockets over here. This is a pretty smart feature and I think it's great if you live out of your backpack, but if you're someone like me, always switching in and out of bags, probably not a good idea because you'll forget things. Let's talk about the pros and cons of the Able Carry Max. Pro number 1, it has a huge capacity. without being too overwhelming, and it also has an expansion option for flexibility. Pro number 2, it's a very comfortable bag even when it's packed out and I was rucking with it. It felt fine. Pro number 3, I love the water bottle pocket because it's so secure and you can just set it down when you're at the gym, leave it open like that and use it as like a cup holder. That said, con number 1, this bag has too many pockets. I don't know about you, but when there are so many pockets, I just feel compelled to fill all of them, but I don't have enough stuff to fill all of them. The number of pockets is great for if you use this bag every day and you just live out of it, but if you're constantly switching in and out of bags, it's just so easy to forget things in the pockets. Con number 2, I'm kind of nitpicking here, but the sternum strap is just kind of hard to release with one hand, so I usually prefer a simple buckle. Con number 3, also nitpicking here, it's just a bit too plain. It's great for if you like a low-key look, but that's just super subjective. All right, now I'll give you my overall scores for the Able Carry Max. Do note that these are completely my opinion and are completely subjective. For comfort, I would give this bag a 4 out of 5. I think it's as comfortable as it gets for such a huge EDC bag. Now, even though the bag looks ridiculously huge on me, it doesn't dig into my upper glutes, which is always a great thing. For value, I would give it a 4 out of 5 because you do get what you pay for, a very solidly built EDC staple or travel staple. Overall, it's a 4 for me. And just a reminder, if you're thinking of making a purchase, we'd recommend doing so with the first link in the description to make sure you get the best price, and if we have any discount codes, that's where they'll be. But if you're not quite sold, let's talk alternatives. First up, if you're new to the channel, you should check out our leaderboard video where the Nomads Nation team gets together and picks our favorite bags in different categories. I've linked that here. But if we're really close to the Able Carry Max, here are 2 alternatives that will get you closer. Alternative number 1, the Aer Travel Pack 4, which has a very similar tech minimalist look and lots of pockets and organization. Alternative number 2, the Evergoods Civic Travel Bag 35 liters, which also has a very streamlined aesthetic and a vertical front pocket. It also has a very well-loved top quick access pocket that actually offers quick access. To learn more about these alternative bags, you can watch these videos right here. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch our review of the Able Carry Max. I'm Stevie from Nomads Nation, and I'll catch you in the next one.